now, girl.
So, map building, that's what this channel's all about, isn't it? Well, supposedly. But what if we only had 10 minutes in which to build a map? Well, that was the discussion that me and Douglas, or Douglas and I, were having in the comment section a few days ago. Douglas is well, quite a skilled map builder himself, and we were talking about why do people rush when making a map? Yeah, why hurry? Take your time, there's no reason to rush. Because, honestly, the longer you take in building a map, the better it's going to be. Anyway, while we had this little discussion and laugh and a joke about it at the same time, I thought, well, what if would be a great opportunity to actually discover what could be done in 10 minutes. Now, I set myself some ground rules for building the map in 10 minutes. First of all, rule number one is it had to be a legitimate map. It has to have the bare minimums required to be able to save it. Now I'm talking over the video save, and something has happened in this map, but we'll have a look at this a little bit later on. It'll be obvious when you see it. Unfortunately, it wasn't obvious when I was rushing to try and complete the map in 10 minutes. So, technically speaking, I've failed, but I think we should just allow me to have this as a small fail win. Yeah, is there such a thing as a fail win? Well, there is today. So anyway, yeah, one of the ground rules was it had to be a legitimate map. Secondly, although you don't have to have a river in the map, you don't have to have flowing moving water or anything like that, I decided I had to have a river. Okay, and the third one is the map had to be at least one full tile in size, which you can see I'm pretty much just about managing to do. And then, obviously, I wanted to try and make it as realistic as possible in the 10 minutes. Okay, so that was all the things that I set myself to do. Now for this map I went with the tropical theme because I figured if I'm going to build something small, it might as well be a tropical island, you know. Anyway, here we are. Oh yeah, I've gone off to the corner of the map now because while I'm just setting the ground levels, putting the roads in now. Now this is my error. These were supposed to be highways, but because I was so far up and in such a hurry, I put in dirt tracks. And I didn't correct that by the end of the map build, but honestly, that's simple enough to fix. Simple enough. Just setting the sea level now. Just trying to find the right level. I need to turn the camera in a second just to see the tail end of the island because I want to have a little bit of a tail on the island. There it is, right there. Okay. So that's the sea level sorted, and now I've got to worry about this river. Now I know this is going to cause me problems. In 10 minutes getting a flowing river to stay within banks and such, that's a battle. That is a battle, and I've got to leave myself some time for detailing as well. I say I want to get detailing as well. It's not going to be that strict. I'm not going to make life easy on myself. Okay, it's not going to be a straightforward map build. I could just easily have just done a little square, and a connection in the corners and whatever. But no, I want this. What can you do in 10 minutes? Well, here's the thing. So anyway, those of you that have been following the channel, this is another one in the What If series. I mostly do map reviews, and I've now got my own map out there as well. So if you want to look back through the reviews for Merrickstowe, that is my map. And it took me slightly more than 10 minutes to build. When I say slightly more than 10 minutes, it was closer to 20 hours than 10 minutes. And it's not perfect, and I'm happy to accept criticism, because if I give criticism of others, I should be prepared to accept it myself. Right, anyway, those walls should in theory just about hold the water. Now it's finding the right level of water. Okay, so once again I didn't want the water to be blazingly obvious in terms of like a big bulge of water. That seemed to be too much in one go, so then I've deleted that water source and replaced a slightly smaller one. Now it's a question of is it set? Is it not set? Yeah, what ifs is the thing I'm doing at the moment. Just occasionally. I'm not going to do one every single week. And we've done a few so far, but if you've got any questions that you've often wondered, what if with City Skylines, stick it in the comment below, and if I get the time to, I'll probably have a look. Because these things are curious and they're interesting as well. And I'm full of ideas, me. I've got loads of ideas. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do all of them, and sometimes my ideas might run a bit low. I've got one or two of the old ideas I want to go back to, like episode 1. We've got to fine-tune that what if and answer a few questions, so I need to go back and do that. And I'm sure there was something else we had lined up in the what ifs as well. Also, while I'm talking about the channel, and there's not really much to talk about here, using Move It now just to build a little template of trees. Now I'm just building a bigger template of trees so that I can just grab a larger section. So that'll do in a second. Let's see if that water's coming down. That's what, yeah, it's coming down the route fine. Now what I've decided to do now is just narrow up the river a little bit at the top. Where it might overflow slightly, so what we'll do is just smooth that hill out a bit to hold the water in place. So that's that. Right. So yes, using Move It to copy paste the trees. Once again, ideally you want to do this a little bit more by hand. But for me, just getting some down and now drop those trees off. Take a bigger marquee selection like that. And now we're going to be painting job lot area. Oh, 3 minutes and 45 seconds left of the build. And what I'm trying to do here is, like I say, I want to try and get a nice smooth edge. I didn't want it to be just like big squares of trees. I want to try and make it look like it's blended. It's kind of natural a little bit, you know? Yeah. So anyway, yes, what ifs, that's another one being lined up at the moment. What map is still going strong. I've got some ideas for Christmas as well, for what map, and some ideas for, did you see the Halloween special I did? If you didn't, honestly, that's the one you want to watch after this. That worked, that was a beaut, I tell you, an absolute beaut of a show. Didn't have me warbling, well it did have me warbling all the way through, but it wasn't quite, it was kind of scripted warbling, whereas this, I'm just trying to keep going until those 3 remaining minutes are up. Now normally I would like to have time-lapsed this, just plopping down loads of trees, but I don't want to cheat you. I want you to see that this is genuine, a genuine 10-minute build. And I'm pretty sure some of you will have skipped past this to the end already. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, because you know, I might have something very interesting to say, and if I do, I'll be surprising myself as well, because clearly I am bomb bantering. Right, what's the other thing? Oh yes, 2 minutes left to talk about my Patreon page. Now, that's not asking you for money, okay? I'm not asking you for money. I never ask anybody for money, but on the Patreon page, not only do I have little bits for the patrons on there, but I have things like the map list. Now the map list is free, it's just a helpful place for me to be able to store it and make it accessible for you to check. So if you want to see the full list of maps from What Map, going back, back to February 2017. Yeah, loads of maps on there. And so before you suggest a map to me, you can check down the list. It might already have been done, you know? Because people have actually done that. They've actually asked me for maps. Could I review X and X map? Well, I could, but I've already done it, you know? So anyway, well, minute and a half now. Now, trying to get some detailing done before the time is up. We want sandy beaches, don't we? It is a tropical island after all. Quick, Bonbon. Do some painting, quick. Just over a minute to go. Quick, turn the map round. Oh, I've really felt under pressure doing this now, because I know I still want to do a little bit of detailing with the river, and I'm running out of time. Oh, crikey. A little bit of beach down there to do. Excellent. Right, now we'll just grab some rocks. Now I went into panic. I know I got under a minute and I went to panic mode. I just was throwing them down any which way, shape and form. It was panic. Really wanted to do more than this. Realising now that the trees need to come closer to the river line and to the lake line, so do a little bit more pasting now. A quick turn that block around. Now in doing this I managed to drown a few trees, but in 10 minutes I think you should let me off that, yeah? Do you think? Maybe? Oh, kind of like mostly nice to the trees. Right, quick, how do we close this down? See, I'm panicking now. I want to drop some more rocks down. I've got 10 seconds. More rocks, quick, quick, panic. I was going to throw some in the water as well, but literally did not have the time. 3 seconds left. 1 second left, and your time is up, Bonbon. Your time is up. Right, so that concludes the 10-minute build. That is what I've achieved. Let's take a look in the camera mode. Now, I don't think that's too bad for 10 minutes. That's certainly better than some of the finished maps that we have reviewed. There's the drowned trees, yeah. Sorry, Mr. Trees. But yes, I've certainly reviewed maps not that good. I really have. Now over in the corner, yes, now if you check these roads, there you are, they're dirt roads, they should have been highways, which meant I'm unable to save the game at this point. But, oh, well, I replaced them straight afterwards. So I have the save file. If people want me to upload this to the workshop as the 10-minute map, I will do that. Stick that in the comments down below. I have no intention of doing it unless there is enough demand. Why you'd want this, why you'd want to build on this, I don't know. And let's come up and have a quick look at the little pond at the top there. That's not too bad. Good water movement. The rock detailing down the side. It's slightly wide. As rivers go, that's quite wide, isn't it? But wouldn't take much to sort that out. Another 5 minutes could have done quite a nice little river there. So that's it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me again next week for What Map, where we'll have some maps that are slightly better than this one and hopefully took a little bit longer than 10 minutes to build. Right, I've been Bonbon B. You've been very, very welcome, and I'll see you very, very soon.